The original inspiration was to save money on the utility cost, and we had looked at just putting skylights in. And once we did a little bit of research on that, we found out that that putting skylights in without having a heat trap or something like that is that we were going to increase our HVAC load. So we just felt that, once this came along, that this was absolutely the way that we wanted to go. Once they showed us the way it traps the heat, and also the way that it multiplies the amount of light that comes through here by using the mirror grid system. One of the measurement for a retail establishment and for Ace Hardware in general is they like to see stores that have a minimum of 100 candle power per square foot, I guess, at 5 feet. So by putting this system in, that we far exceed that, on a sunny day that sometimes that we're, 175, 200 candle power. And so that it gives us tremendous light levels, which makes our products look fresh and new. It doesn't look like a dreary store. It doesn't make the product, you're not walking into a cave, that it really brightens things up. From the very minute that we installed the system, we were more than satisfied, even elated that it was working as well as it was thought to. We were immediately seeing savings of $1,000 a month compared to our other facilities. It was just within a year or so that we installed the system in another one of our buildings. We were so happy with it, and we're still happy with it today after many years. Also in this location, something that we weren't really prepared for is that we have a higher average sale. And a high average sale is very important in our industry because you can't make any money selling nickels and dimes worth of stuff, that you have to get the dollars in order to pay the bills. And this store has a higher average ticket than all of our other facilities. Well, as far as the employee morale, that's something that's very difficult to measure. However, we have less turnover in this particular store than we do in our other stores that do not have the lighting system in it. And we feel that it lends to the employees being happier also because there's more natural light. The quality of the mechanisms that are up on the roof are fantastic. Everything on the inside of the building, we've had absolutely no problems with. With Ciralight, everybody's been extremely responsive. They're right on top of it. It really doesn't matter what city. They don't have to be a local contractor or anything like that because they've handled, any issues that we've had over time. They've handled it remotely, and it really wasn't a matter that you have to have somebody right in the city that you're in. We're looking for any improvements that we can make here for the environment, especially when there's something like putting these Ciralight skylights in that absolutely are a quick return on the investment. Those aren't just things that are costing us money, they're actually producing a profit for us. A lot of the things that it takes to being green actually cost money. But this is a product, through Ciralight that you put it on the roof and you're immediately saving money, which is putting profits to the bottom line. We have talked to many people that are working on building buildings, and even some huge retailers have come through our organization to really see it firsthand. You know, I want them to get all the nuts and bolts and all the information from Ciralight, then I want them to come talk to me. And anybody that wants to talk to us or see these skylights, we are just here with open arms, that we are so excited about it that we want to talk to anyone that we can.
My name is Gary Bull, and I'm the General Manager of A1 Cold Storage and Handling. We're a warehouse on contract, if you wish, for importers of perishable food items. Our warehouse is located about a mile from Los Angeles International Airport. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and anything which is perishable, which requires cold storage and fast movement, that's what we handle. It's absolutely crucial that we have a natural light so that we see the natural colors and the natural hues of the fruits and vegetables, so we can decide what's going to work for certain customers. One of the disadvantages of the office here is that there are no exterior windows. So I was very concerned that it was going to have a detrimental impact on the staff, not having that natural sunlight and daylight, and so we decided to go with the advanced skylighting. Our original inspiration was to create an environment where there was natural daylight coming into the office, and an added bonus to that was that we found that we saved a considerable amount of money by not having overhead lighting. We found that by using the Ciralight units that it saved us approximately $2,000 a month on our power bills. In the cold storage coolers, the walls and the ceilings are about 8 inches thick, and I was very concerned about the heat transfer from the coolers and the freezers through the opening of the Ciralight system. But in all honesty, there's been no adverse effect at all in the maintenance of the temperature control. We found that the productivity in the office had definitely increased with the installation of the Ciralighting system. People's mood were a lot happier, more cheerful. It's clear, it's bright. It's a very relaxing kind of environment. The first thing I noticed when people walk into the office is that literally their jaws drop. In fact, there's no overhead lighting at all here. It's just purely from the Ciralight system. They're absolutely astonished that there's so much, it's so bright in here, and that so much light has been created by essentially advanced skylighting systems.